If you've ever watched the Olympic 100 metres race, the beginning it looks like some of the runners have an unfair advantage as they're starting further along the track. Obviously, as the race progresses, we understand they're on the outer lane, and therefore if they started back with everybody else, they would have further to run. So in order to make it fair, we let them start further along the track so that in the end they all have exactly the same distance to run. I mention that because in this week's Seder of Beshalach we have the same thing, although we don't make it fair. When we get to the Reed Sea, we have the Egyptians behind us. God performs a miracle and splits the sea. First thing to note is that we don't go in one shore and out the other shore. We go in and out on the same side. Because the first thing that God was telling us is that, my dear children, you're not in the wrong place. This is not Oy vavoy. You're on the wrong side of the shore, and I now need to split the sea to get you to the other side. We were on the right place. There was difficulties, so God helped us out. But by coming back out on the same shore, obviously we did a total U. And the Almighty split it up into 12 separate channels for the 12 tribes of Israel. Logic then tells us that some of them on the inside had a much shorter journey than those on the outside. And life, unlike the Olympics, is not fair. There was no way to make sure that everybody would have the same distance travelled. Some were going to have a longer distance than others. Yet, this is the most important lesson for each and every one of us. As God helps us to go on our journey, not that we're in the wrong place, we're in the right place, it's just difficulty and we're going to end back up on the same track. And as He helps us get through there to stand at Mount Sinai, to receive that religious code, that moral and ethical way to lead our lives, we know that some people are going to have it harder than others. And as we look to our left and we look to our right, some will have it shorter, some will have it longer. Some will be struggling and some will be going through on a breeze. But if we know that we're all ending up in the same place, we all need to come out on dry land, so that together we can all stand on Mount Sinai, one man, one heart, so that ultimately we end up in our land of Israel, physically or metaphorically, to make a dwelling place for the Almighty. Then it doesn't matter that some might have it easier or some might have it harder, as long as we are all travelling together. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom, and may we all walk side by side on that journey, helping out those who have less and getting support from those who have more. Shabbat Shalom.